give all praises to Yahweh Shem Shai, double honors to our elders, and honors to all the brothers out here doing this work in truth and sincerity. I'm Yakal.
Shalom, I'm Banaya.
Shalom, Kala Ya'ala.
Yeah, we're out here in the San Francisco Bay Area camp. Just want to go into some scriptures about Esau and his downfall and how he built up his kingdom off the backs of the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, which we are the Israelites, and how the scriptures talk about how merchants, they're not going to fare well, and that's how Esau establishes all of his empire, with all these merchants capitalizing off of our people. So you get Jeremiah 22.
Jeremiah 22 and 13. Woe unto him that buildeth his house by unrighteousness,
Yep.
and his chambers by wrong,
Mm-hmm.
that useth his neighbor's service without wages.
Right, that useth his neighbor's service without wages. And what's that talking about? That's talking about slavery. So-called African Americans haven't got compensated for all the slave labor that we did here in America. That's how Esau established his empire, man, off slavery and the land that he stole from the so-called American Indians. Right, that's how Babylon was established. Is there some more on that?
I got a precept. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors.
Right, and that's what we do when we're out there. We're standing right in the face of the descendants of them slave masters. And you know what? I was actually watching a PBS special with that simple ass nigga Henry Louis Gates, and he was interviewing Kevin Bacon and Kara Sidgwick.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if you caught some of that. I remember I was talking to you about it.
Yeah.
But pretty much they're descendants of slave masters, man. And so all that money that they got, man. Kara Sedgwick, she was like from Massachusetts. She had like a big, her family had a big royal estate and everything like that. That came directly from us.
And they was trying to act all astonished, about the fact that they didn't know their fathers owned slaves.
Right.
Or their forefathers owned slaves, which they were their forefathers.
Yep.
And basically, they was bringing out one case, especially that old Uncle Tom ass nigga. I don't even know if he was Jay. I think he's a terror.
Yeah, he might
He's
be
questionable. But he was basically bigging up the slave masters.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because one slave master, he supposedly helped one nigga woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Of coming free.
Right.
Obtaining her freedom and shit like that, basically. You know what I'm saying? And one of the quotes he quoted, because he was a judge, and one of the quotes he made, I think Abraham Lincoln had quoted the same shit that he quoted.
Mm-hmm.
So it was in the what's the shit called?
In the Constitution.
Yeah, the Constitution, basically. You know what I'm saying? So they was bigging up these fucking
Declaration
slaves.
of
Yeah, the
Independence,
Declaration of Independence. That's what it's called. And basically, I guess one of the quotes that he made was in there, so he stole that from they god great grandfather and bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that nigga was the main, like, the basically the Edomites was basically complaining about their ungodly ass father.
Right.
But the nigga was bigging up their goddamn father. Well, everything he did wasn't bad.
Mm-hmm.
Look what he did. He freed one slave.
Mm-hmm.
So goddamn what? It was millions of slaves over here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Within the hundreds, of millions of slaves, and he only freed one.
And that was the work. of merchants, right?
Yep.
Right. And that was the driving force. Ultimately, it goes back to the Most High's will, because it was prophesied in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, the 68th verse. At the same time, these Edomites from all these various countries, they had a lot to profit by that, man.
Mm-hmm.
You see the bill, $1,250 for a slave, which back then, man, that translates to thousands, tens of thousands of dollars in today's society, man.
And then it cost almost double or triple that to buy your damn freedom.
Right.
So it was all a fucking racket.
Yep. And
everything this white man have put his hands on, he turned it straight to a racket.
Yep. And those merchants, they were capitalizing. The main commodity were our people.
Yeah.
All right. And could you get Ezekiel 27 on that point? Ezekiel 27 and 4. I'm sorry, 29 and 4.
Got it.
28 and 4.
28.
Yeah.
Okay. This is Ezekiel 28, verse 4. With thy wisdom and with thine understanding thou hast gotten thee riches.
Right, and when you read up, it's talking about the Prince of Tyrus, which is talking about America, all right? Because Tyrus is just another way of saying America, just like Assyria, just like Egypt, just like Babylon.
And I believe the word for Tyrus, I forgot how to say it in Hebrew, but it means rock, like the rock, basically.
Right, we'll pull it up on the post-production boards.
With thy wisdom and with thine understanding thou hast gotten thee riches, and hast gotten gold and silver into thy treasures.
Right, and a lot of that gold and silver you got from who? The Aztecs, the Incas, right? Our brothers are from the tribes of Issachar and Asher. All right, keep going.
By thy great wisdom and by thy traffic hast thou increased thy riches, and thine heart is lifted up because of thy riches.
Right, and that's why Esau's feeling himself, right? And what was he trafficking? Slaves, all right? You get Revelation, the 18th chapter. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, all right? That's who you were trafficking. Yeah, merchandise 18.
13.
And go to 11.
11.
Yeah.
Revelation 18, verse 11. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth her merchandise any more.
Right, and that's talking about when America was destroyed, all right, by nuclear missiles, all right, which is coming out more and more that that's a very real possibility. Now people will consider that a probability, all right, which really it's a definite. It's 100% going to happen. Why? Because it's ordained by the one who you know as God in Jesus Christ. Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right, keep going.
The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all thine wood and all manner vessels of ivory and all manner vessels of most precious wood and of brass and iron and marble and cinnamon and odors and ointments and frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves and souls of men.
Right, and slaves, all right, which is talking about who? Matter of fact, go to Joel, the 3rd chapter. And that's talking about our people.
Sorry, 3?
Yeah.
Joel 3 and 3, and they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for a harlot.
Right, cast lots for our people. Like you watched that movie Mandingo. It shows you what's going on in those slave markets, man.
Yep.
Casting lots. Like, you know, you go to some auto auction.
Yep. And goodbye Uncle Tom.
Yeah, right.
Goodbye Uncle Tom.
Got 150, 150, 200, 200, 350, 300, 300. Sold.
To Edomite.
Yep. Sold to the devil, man. All right, keep going.
And have given a boy for a harlot, and sold a girl for wine.
And sold a girl for wine. Didn't it just say that in Revelation, the 18th chapter? They had traffic in wine, souls of men, odors, incense. All right, keep going.
Yep. And down there in the West Indies, the Dutch, they would take slaves there to harvest sugarcane to make rum.
Yep. That's right. And it said what? They gave a boy for a harlot, man. Which that sounds like who? The so-called white man. What is the so-called white man known for? Being a pedophile, man. Giving a boy for a harlot, man. Just like Sandunsky, right? And it came out, the Spirit revealed that the majority of those boys that he was molesting were